starting with Skyblock. I kind of forgot that Cubecraft Skyblock really existed in the first place, but overall it's kind of mid. It's fine, but at the same time, it doesn't come really anywhere close to the experience of Hypixel Skyblock, although some may value a more simple experience. Overall, I think it is quite simple, yet effective. My only big concern is that it takes a really long time to gear up. Like, as you can see, I've only really got like leather armor, and I've been playing, not really that much, but more than I would like to, for me only having leather armor and stone tools. So yeah, I think Skyblock honestly lands itself quite comfortably in the B tier. Moving right on, we have Skywars. I think Skywars is a great game. It's very similar to Hypixel Skywars, but with new combat mechanics. And from what I've seen, Cubecraft seems to have come before Hypixel, at least with Egg Wars, instead of like Hypixel Bed Wars. So I think it is quite a nice game. It can probably get stale after a while. I don't play hours a day of this, but I did once grind it quite a bit. And although I was never good at it, I think overall it might get a bit stale as there aren't any upgradability options or ways you can progress like with Hypixel Skywars. But overall, I think this deserves a solid A tier. Moving on, we have Egg Wars. I think Egg Wars is insane. It is really good, and that is not just my opinion, I'd say, because I'm trying to base it off of other people's opinions as well, and like what the community thinks, not just my personal preference. And in this case, I think the design, like the game design, is insane. The amount of work put into it, and how many different features there are, and how it's also the original Egg Wars / Bed Wars. It just goes to show how great of a game mode it is. It doesn't really feel fast. It feels more of a slow-paced game. You can rush people fast, sure, but at the same time, the games can last forever, which sometimes actually feels good. And I just think that, like, with all of the ways you can gear up, all of the different obscure mechanics, and a less toxic community, I think this totally deserves S tier. Now for Pillars of Fortune. I'd say Pillars of Fortune is an A tier if it was coming from my own opinion. But then I realized how chaotic and how diverse it can really be. I think that with Pillars of Fortune, there's so many different ways that a game can go. Someone may spawn the Wither, or even the Ender Dragon, or a Ghast. You might be shot up into the air with a Shulker, and you can kill people off. And you could get full netherite armor. You could eat an enchanted golden apple. There are literally so many different things that you can do. It's literally every single item in the game being thrown at you. So I might actually give this an S tier. Oh yes, Bed Wars. Bed Wars on Cubecraft? I thought there was already Egg Wars. Well, no. Seems like there's now Bed Wars on Cubecraft. And, as you can see, it's an absolute rip-off of Hypixel Bed Wars. The strange thing is, with Egg Wars, it was the original. And Hypixel decided to make their own twist on it with Hypixel Bed Wars. And they changed stuff. They made it original. And, like, it really does set apart from Egg Wars. And now, for some reason, Cubecraft decided to, like, steal that game. Even, it just makes no sense. Cubecraft makes Egg Wars, which is the original. Hypixel rips them off, but actually in a good way. And then Cubecraft rips off Hypixel in not a good way, because it's literally not anything new. The only good thing is that it's in new combat mechanics, which are of course superior. It literally has less features other than like the anti-knockback hat, more health and regeneration and stuff. But yeah, it's just unsatisfying to play. So this is going in F tier for sure, especially for the unoriginality. Now for Lucky Islands. Lucky Islands is nothing insane. It can be quite fun with the element of luck, but also quite annoying when you blow up from a chest. And it's kind of similar to Sky Wars. So I don't really have much else to say. I think it's A tier. Okay, now for FFA. FFA is a very good game mode in my opinion. It's really simple, yet it's hard to get bored of it, since it's just normal kit PvP. Also, the players aren't too good. They aren't too bad, not too good though. So it kind of makes a very level playing field compared to FFA servers such as Stray and PvP Legacy. I think also with the addition of voting and events and the rotating kit, I overall think this deserves S tier. Finally, parkour. Parkour is a fine game. There's not much else to it. It can be a bit lackluster and just unsatisfying to play at sometimes, but other times it can be really enjoyable to just speed through the easier maps, but the hard ones are just kind of annoying. So yeah, I guess it's C tier. I will make a part 2 of this in which I add the old removed games, which were all very nice. But anyways, that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching, and bye.